My frustration came from the funeral, man. Just it's not something I haven't thought about, or even my brother, for anybody who has a twin for that matter. It's just nobody wants to hear the same old bullshit. Brother's dead. Like what? That really pissed me off. It pissed me off because I think it will happen. Whether it's me or my brother to go, one of us is gonna have to live throughout like that experience. That's the last shit I want to hear because it's bad enough I'm here. Now I got you reminding me all the time. That really just rubbed me the wrong way. It's a mad real world. Today I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on the film Twinless. So yes, welcome to anybody who's listening to this and thank you for being here. So yeah, let's jump into it. So I wanted to be real careful about how I approach this film because for anybody who knows me personally, they know that I have a twin brother and he's just as much into film as I am. Now I think about it, it'd be funny to know what he thinks. But anyway, let's stick with me for now. It ain't about him, it's about me. So I got a chance to see this last week with my wife and some friends, and man, I'm not gonna lie to you. The first 20 minutes of it, I just found myself being extremely frustrated, not with the story itself, but more with how things played out, because obviously you can tell from the name, this is about a guy, well, a couple of guys who are twins and their twin has, tragically died prematurely. So me going into it, I was thinking it was going to be more of a story about like how to move on, dealing with grief and how to continue on in life without a person you were born and raised with, right? But it wasn't like that. No, it's definitely a dark comedy, written by James Sweeney, and obviously the lead in this is Dylan O'Brien, who I'll get into their performances a little bit later. But no, it wasn't like that. But my frustration came from the funeral, man. It's not something I haven't thought about, or even my brother, for anybody who has a twin for that matter. It's just nobody wants to hear the same old bullshit, just, oh, you look so much like him. Oh, I feel like I know you. Or, and I don't want to hear this shit. Your brother's dead. Like what? I don't know. That really pissed me off. Not because I don't think it can really happen. It pissed me off because I think it will happen. Whether it's me or my brother to go, one of us is going to have to live throughout like that experience, and it's just so distasteful to me because I mean, obviously, in grief, no one really knows, like, what to say or what to do or how to actually console somebody. But I'm telling you right now, that's the last shit I want to hear, like, about my brother, because it's bad enough I'm here. Now I got you reminding me all the time. So yeah, that really just rubbed me the wrong way. But as the story goes on, man, I gotta say I really enjoyed myself, man, because again, it's not just dealing and moving on like from grief. No, that's not the case. Uh, it relies really heavily on the comedy aspects of this film. The moment you start to feel something like, emotions coming from either Dylan O'Brien's character or even James Sweeney's character, it's just, man, impeccable timing with the comedy, just like some wild shit out of the woodwork should just come out of the way, and that really kept me like engaged in the film because far as getting answers on how to move on with life, you ain't gonna get that. No, you really not. I'm trying to keep this a little spoiler free for anybody who is listening that haven't seen this. um but yeah, you ain't getting that from this movie. No, you're just gonna get, oh, that was fucked up, ha ha ha, like out of everything. It's not that type of film. But let's go to Dylan O'Brien's character. Now, he is playing a twin in this movie, but you only really get one character. Like you have about 5 or 6 minutes of him portraying the other twin, but it's, I don't know. For far as that performance, I didn't really get anything from it because to me it just seems like he's just being flirtatious. Like in every scene that he's in, he's just being flirtatious or hitting on somebody for that matter. So I didn't really get much from that twin. But far as like the other twin who he's portraying throughout most of the film, and just built up rage, a lot of anger issues, not the not the smartest person in the room, like definitely. But you're getting like a lot of confusion from this character because they lean really heavily on twins being the same person, not their own individual, which I strongly disagree. Um, Throughout my life, and I can say throughout my brother's life and other people I've known who are twins, it's just we're all struggling to have our own identity, you know? Um, I don't know. It's kind of weird because it's like to everybody else in the world, it's kind of a buy one get two package deal. But but for me and my brother, we're our own individual person. Yeah, we have the same interests. Yeah, we share the same face, the same lifestyle, but no, he has his likes and dislikes, and so do I, and so does every other twin that I've ever met in life, you know. But but yeah, but this film though, they lean really heavily on like, well, now that your brother's gone, what are you gonna do? Who are you as a person? And I personally can't connect to that because like I don't wish nothing bad on my brother, but if anything was to happen to him, I'd be devastated, but I won't lose who I am as a person. And I feel like that's a part of the movie that I really didn't enjoy. But again, the comedy of it, man, it keeps you really engaged and you actually care about what happened to these characters, whether you see them as a hero or a villain, you know? Um, but now jumping into James Sweeney's character, just man, just a wild card. Like literally every time he was on screen, he was either gonna say some vile shit out of his mouth, or he was just gonna do something that's so questionable that is like almost like a train wreck where you just simply cannot turn away from the screen. You have to watch and see where the hell is this going? Where is this movie actually taking me? And man, I thought that it was pretty good, man, watching the two chemistry, well, I guess you could say the bromance between these two characters and the way they interact with each other. Then we get into like the support group. And again, it's more of the same, you know, oh, my sister's gone or my brother's gone. Uh, I don't know who I am. And it's just so repetitive. And it's just like, man, it really annoyed me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it annoyed the absolute shit out of me because I don't know if James Sweeney did a lot of research on twins as he was writing this. Maybe he did, but he only talked to certain twins who, you know, they live together, they work together, they go to school and church, and you know they do everything together. There's not many twins like that in the world, you know. I met some? Yeah, I met maybe one adult twin set where they dressed the same, went out, they even ate the same meals. That's only one in my lifetime that I actually met that's like that. But as far as everybody else I know, where's your brother? Well, he ain't in my back fucking pocket. How am I supposed to know? Call him, or you know, like I don't have the answers to that. But again, man, it has its issues, but other than that, man, I think this is an enjoyable watch that literally anybody can really get into, man. It's just, I guess I just wasn't touched by it emotionally, you know? It wasn't something that I can hold on to or even go back and rewatch again in a year from now, you know, till I get something out of it other than a good laugh. It just wasn't for me in that aspect. But far as like the comedy, man, it's amazing. But yeah, that's all I pretty much got for that. I'm gonna try to have some more content out this week. I mean, because obviously Halloween will be this Friday, and I have been slacking on my horror movies, man. I've been trying to get around to watch as many horror movies as I can and actually, you know, do some retro reviews or whatever on like older films, but I just been on like a really busy schedule lately, so I don't know. I gotta try to find a way to make time to do that. But other than that, man, I hope whoever's listening to this enjoyed what I had to say. But other than that, y'all stay up and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.